Good evening, welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Gitasha Sharma. Here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 2nd of June. Prime Minister Modi addresses rally to commemorate 2 years of his government. "17 more passengers abducted by Taliban in Afghanistan." And tourists throng India's Nainital hill station for adventure sports. And now for all the details. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday vouched for development as he addressed a rally in country's eastern province of Odisha.
Marking 2 years of his government's completion in office, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said that it will work for the welfare of common man. Prime Minister Modi was addressing a rally in the Balasore district of eastern Odisha province as a part of a nationwide tour to commemorate 2 years of his government.
कि मेरी सरकार देश के गरीबों को समर्पित है, तो मेरा सीधा सीधा मकसद है कि हिंदुस्तान का कोई प्रदेश, कोई इलाका विकास में पीछे नहीं छूटना चाहिए। देश के हर भूभाग में संतुलित विकास होना चाहिए।
The Modi-led National Democratic Alliance government assumed office in May 2014 by winning absolute majority in general elections. Since then, the country has witnessed rapid economic growth, posing as a major global investment destination. Prime Minister Modi, who was voted to power with promise of jobs and growth, have been making efforts to enhance his developmental agenda.
Pakistan-administered Kashmir has been rocked by protest after the Pakistan government decided to scrap vocational training from institutes. People of the region smell conspiracy behind the government's decision. A report.
People of Pakistan-administered Kashmir took to streets recently after the government decided to withdraw vocational training from institutes. Vocational training institutes play a vital role in providing various skills to people to make them self-reliant. But the government decision has led to discontent among people and employees of TEVTA, or Technical Education and Vocational Training Authority, who held demonstrations outside the Central Press Club in the region. They alleged that the government decision would further lead to shrinking of jobs in the region.
लेकिन अफसोस इस बात का कि जो हमारी हुकूमत है, जो फनी तालीम को हम फ़रोग़ दे रहे हैं, वो उसका जो है कत्ल चाहती है। वो ये चाहती है कि जो ये लोग काम कर रहे हैं, इनको बेरोज़गार किया जाए, ताकि ये जो है ना सड़कों पे निकले, बेरोज़गारी आम हो जाए, दहशतगर्दी आम हो जाए।
The government decision comes at a time when the employees have been denied salaries for the last 3 years. They say the new decision will push them to poverty.
10 दिन से एहतजाज जारी है, हुकूमत के कान पर जून तक नहीं रेंगती है। ये इतने बेहिस हो चुके हैं, इन्हें शायद औरतों की इज्जत और नामूस का ख्याल नहीं है।
In the backdrop of poor educational infrastructure and lack of job opportunities, unemployment rate is rising at an alarming level in the illegally occupied region. Pakistan, which has been ruling the strategically located region with an iron grip since it annexed it more than 6 decades ago, has failed to improve the standard of living of the people.
In a new revelation, the recently killed Afghan Taliban chief Mullah Akhtar Mansoor was in possession of residence certificate of Pakistan. Mansoor was killed in a US drone strike in country's southwestern province of Balochistan last month.
According to Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency, deceased Afghan Taliban chief Mullah Akhtar Mansoor had a local residence certificate under his fake name of Wali Muhammad. The agency, which is investigating the issuance of Pakistani documents owned by Mansoor, has found a residence certificate showing that Mansoor, alias Wali Muhammad, was a resident of Qila Abdullah district of Balochistan and belonged to Kakar tribe, reports stated. Mansoor also had a Pakistani passport and a computerized identity card and used the country's southern Karachi airport to travel abroad. The Taliban chief was killed in a US drone strike on 21st May in Pakistan's southwestern province of Balochistan.
Taliban militants on Thursday kidnapped 17 more passengers in Afghanistan. Officials said that the passengers were kidnapped as they were traveling from Balkhab district to provincial capital in northern Saripul province. Authorities have said that efforts are underway for the release of passengers. This comes 2 days after Taliban held nearly 200 passengers hostage in the Kunduz province and later killed around a dozen of them. Ever since the Taliban announced its summer offensive in April, the militia has stepped up attacks across the country, targeting government establishments and civilians alike. Indian Embassy in Nepal has issued a travel advisory to Indian pilgrims to avoid Nepalganj-Simikot Hilsa route for travelling to Mount Kailash and Mansarovar Lake due to poor weather. This comes after over 500 pilgrims were stranded in the route earlier this week. Located in the Himalayan mountain ranges of the remote southwestern corner of Tibet, Mount Kailash is one of the highest parts of the world and the source of 4 mighty rivers of Asia. It is also one of the most revered places of pilgrimage for Hindus across the world. The newly formed Maldives United Opposition has announced a 19-member cabinet which pledged to work together to restore democracy in Maldives. A report.
The diplomatic community.
The newly formed coalition Maldives United Opposition has announced a 19-member shadow cabinet comprising of senior opposition figures and former top officials of President Abdullah Yamin's administration. The former president of Maldives, Mohammad Nasheed, had announced creation of an opposition in exile in London on Wednesday, which pledged to work together to restore democracy and constitutional rule and to remove Yamin from power through all legal and lawful mechanisms. The former vice president of Maldives, Muhammad Jamil Ahmed, was announced as leader of the new movement. Mohammad Nasheed, who will serve as one of the advisors, hopes to see Jamil serve in a transitional government before the next presidential elections in 2018 in the island nation. This comes after the UK last week granted refugee status to ousted President Nasheed.
Soaring through the skies above mountains, rolling hills and lush green forest and walking on the water surface can now be achieved at one place. India's northern hill town of Nainital gives tourists an opportunity to explore adventure sports.
The summer months of May and June attracts thousands of tourists from northern India to the Himalayan resort town of Nainital every year. Adventure sports lovers flock to India's northern hill town of Nainital in Uttarakhand province as activities like paragliding and zorbing were thrown open to the public. Young and old alike enjoy the adventure sports with equal enthusiasm.
शुरू में तो बहुत डर लग रहा था और लेकिन उसके बाद तो जो टेक ऑफ के बाद में जो मज़ा आया और जैसे ही हवा में आए तो सारा डर ख़त्म हो गया और बहुत मज़ा आया मतलब नो वर्ड्स speechless.
The tourist season opens up many opportunities for the locals as well to rake in good business.
देखिए पहले यहाँ पे 2 पॉइंट हुआ करते थे और आज की डेट में यहाँ पे 9 पॉइंट खुल चुके हैं और यहाँ पे स्थानीय जो हमारे स्थानीय बेरोजगार लड़के थे तो 100 से लेके हमारे 150 के बीच के स्थानीय लोगों को यहाँ रोजगार मिला जैसे कोई बाइकिंग से आना बाइकिंग में लड़के रखे कुछ पैकिंग में कुछ टेक ऑफ में तो काफ़ी इससे टूरिस्ट भी काफ़ी आ रहा है जैसे नैनीताल झील तो इंसान नैनीताल में भी देख लेता था भीमताल पैराग्लाइडिंग होगी जॉर्बिंग होगी इससे काफ़ी यहाँ पे स्थानीय दुकानदारों को भी और नाव चालकों को भी सभी को काफ़ी अच्छा फायदा हो रहा है.
With an abundance of scenic locations, Nainital is the ideal destination for recreational activities and spend quality time with friends and families.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Prime Minister Modi addresses rally to commemorate 2 years of his government. "17 more passengers abducted by Taliban in Afghanistan." And tourists throng India's Nainital hill station for adventure sports. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. And that's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow. Good night.